Today on my show of what I'm going to talk about on my show today is I'm going to talk about top 7 timeline facts and theories of monster films. For example, number 7 is I'm going to start off talking about Godzilla 1954, of the original Godzilla, that he was awakened by nuclear bomb in Pacific Ocean. I think for my theory about the original 1954 Godzilla, how it took place somewhere in Japan or China, I think how he was awakened by a nuclear bomb because it was the Cold War back then, and he was attacking China. That's my educated theory or fact about the original Godzilla in 1954. And number 6, I'm going to talk about Kong Skull Island. In 1973, Monarch discovers Skull Island. It's how they found like a Skull Island when the movie came out last year. And if anyone saw the ending, I think there is Easter eggs for like Godzilla 2. I think for Kong Skull Island kind of relates to Godzilla 2, how more monsters are discovered. Like, think of how in Skull Island, how the Monarch discovers Skull Island with monsters on it. Yeah, I think both of them, like, in my opinion, is kind of like a theory or fact. But we just have to wait until Godzilla 2 comes out next summer. And number 5, I'm going to talk about Godzilla 2, the 2014 version. How Godzilla makes a public appearance and classified as a Muto. And I think for Godzilla 2014 and the original Godzilla, how there was an actor in a Godzilla suit, the 1954 classic, how the original one took place like somewhere in China. Well, for the newer Godzilla 2014, I think it takes place somewhere like in Los Angeles or like Hawaii, somewhere in like the United States area. I think that's somewhere like a fact or theory. And I'm going to talk about number 3, Godzilla versus King Kong. Both fought each other in Los Angeles. I think for my opinion about Godzilla versus King Kong, that my theory is it's probably going to be like a crossover movie of how Godzilla and King Kong is going to meet each other. And I think how people kind of remembers when they saw Kong Skull Island last year, and how people remembers the original like Godzilla. I think this time it's probably going to be like a crossover movie that they get to like versus each other. And I think the movie's probably gonna take place somewhere like in Los Angeles or maybe Georgia, just like where Godzilla 2 is going to film. I don't know, that's just an opinion of a theory or fact. And I was going to tell you another opinion. I think for the original Godzilla in 1954 and Kong Skull Island, both of them relates to the Cold War topic. And my next one I'm going to talk about is number 2, Pacific Rim. The first one, how the movie like takes place in the future, right after Kong Skull Island of the movie takes place in the 70s. I think after like Kong or Godzilla gets old, that in Pacific Rim discover a portal in the ocean and monsters showed up and attacked the city and built giant robots. Yeah, that's how it takes place in the future. And also the last one of the timeline theory and fact, that in the future there's like companies built more robots and making more hybrid monsters. I think it takes place somewhere like in the future, how after Godzilla and King Kong. I don't know, that's just a fact or theory. And that's all for my show today. And make sure to comment below. And that's all for my show today. Make sure to comment below. Don't forget to subscribe. And click like on the bottom below if you enjoyed my episode today. And that's all for my show today, and see you next time.